Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Kazimi, the Love Doctor. Here on this channel, we'll discuss and work through matters of the heart. And while having our experiences here, we'll develop a deeper understanding of who we really are. The truth of love being revealed to us, reclaiming the pieces of ourselves that have been separated, divided, repressed, cut off, shut down. Come along as we raise our consciousness and our awareness of love and the power of it.
Okay, beautiful, loving hearts, we meet again. I want to start this reading by discussing some things that I've kind of been, facing, I guess, over the last few days. I'm, a pretty different type of being, and I operate very differently in the 3D, and I think because of that, like, people try to figure me out, or they try to understand me as best they can, or they're curious about certain things about me. And it's like I find that people want to, like, humanize me in certain ways, and it's like sometimes that can become challenging in interacting with people, because it's like I'm not so much trying to get them to understand, like, it's like, I don't know, like, either you accept me and you accept what I'm saying, and some things don't necessarily have an answer, or they just might not make sense. And I've accepted those parts of me in my life, in regards to, like, being human, or being a spiritual being, but I'm here having a human experience, and it's like being human to me is challenging and difficult. Spiritual is what I connect with and understand about myself, and as I continue to grow and and progress down my spiritual path. But it's like certain things have come up, and it's just like okay. It's just like I haven't talked about these things, or I'm not just bringing these things up, and it's just like kind of not confusing, but it's like it's just interesting. I realize I'm a person, I understand life through other humans, because I don't really understand being human. I don't, I understand human behavior, but and I try to understand people through, my experiences with them. And so sometimes I may put myself in certain situations just to see, to understand. Wow. Okay, so we got cards flying while I'm like talking about this, but I guess as an empath, I sense and feel things, and then sometimes it's like to get confirmation of that, or to like see it out, or to understand why I feel certain things at certain times. That has helped me it helped me to do the kind of like what I'm doing, and being a healer, and helping people. It's like I understand human nature and human behavior, and then it's like but I also, like, I don't identify with certain things, but I understand them. It's like some of these things aren't my experience, but I've experienced them through other people by being an empath. By that's the best way that I can, like, I guess, explain it. But I'm saying that because I don't know if anybody else is maybe experiencing certain things or trying to understand who they are. And you might have a sense of who you are and know who you are, and then trying to get others to see you. And it's like, I feel like people see me and they feel me, but I feel like they want to understand more, or if they get closer to me, it's like they want to try to humanize me. And it's like, you know, that makes me feel like uncomfortable. And I'm realizing that makes me feel uncomfortable. And it's like, you know, I'm trying to, you know, to allow people to be around me or in my space or close to me, or closer to me, I should say. But that becomes like a challenge, because it's like, you know, not that so much there's an expectation, but it's like trying to understand, I guess, who I am on a, you know, on a more personal level. And it's like I'm not, you know, I'm not driven by certain 3D expectations or desires. And so because of that, it kind of makes things kind of like, you know, like confusing for them. And it's like, it's not confusing to me, but it can be for other people, I'm realizing. You know, I could go a little bit deeper into that, but I'm not going to right now. I'm just going to get into this reading. Okay. So, there's a lot happening here. All right, so we got a situation going on here. Something that's ongoing, that's kind of been going on for a while. And I'm seeing somebody, there's an energy, right, that there's somebody who sees a future with you, and they're not sharing that with you, but they're making changes in their life to get closer to you while being apart from you. So it's like they're bettering themselves and trying to do things to, you know, I guess have a life with you, but you don't know that that's what they're doing. Because they're not sharing that. It's almost like they're putting themselves in position for you not to be able to, not that you won't be able to say no, but it's like they want to be better for you. And this could apply to like the twin flame dynamic, or just, you know, just love and relationship. Cause this is pretty heavy. This energy here. All right, so you know, I'm trying to figure out where to begin in this thing, because this is like heavy. Yeah. All right, so for who this message is for, this is the time to go within, to be in solitude, to retreat, this is not a time to, like, I guess, look for love, or, you know, not even look. This is the time to find who you are. And I shouldn't have said look for love, because we never should look for love. But I guess so much being open to love, finding you, because love is already present for who I'm speaking to right now. That's what I'm trying to get at. And I know in other messages I was saying that, you know, go out there and, you know, this is not for them. This is not for who I'm speaking to right now. Yeah, because it's a time to detach from the things around you and to go within. You know, I feel like whoever I'm speaking to, this is like a difficult time right now. And so it's important to be, you know, alone, to reflect. And though it's like uncomfortable, we have to embrace whatever is happening right now that we're uncertain about. I'm seeing to let friends help you, ask for and accept support from others. Yeah, I would definitely encourage that for sure during this time. This is a time of healing, retreat. It's time to disconnect. Time to disconnect from the world. Yeah. There's a transformation going on within, and it's important to be aware because the choices that you make right now, and this is like very specific, the choices that you make right now, the way that you pivot, the direction that you go in, how you move forward, is key. It's like, because there's somebody there. There's somebody there. Something has shifted and something's changed, and there's someone there. They're not present. They may be present, but not fully. So this could look very confusing. Like, I feel like when they let you know, or when things come to light, that it'll be unexpected, but a pleasant invitation. I'm seeing no, it's not the right time. Now is not the right time. But whatever this is fate. It's a fated connection. There's karma involved, and that's where like the decisions is crucial. I didn't want to use the word crucial. I said key, but it's like, this is interesting, because I think that you had like someone else in mind. I feel like there was someone else in mind that you cared for and that you love and still have love for. And at the same time, there's something new that's there that you have feelings for as well. And I feel that this other person, right, either is in a situation or knows that you love someone else, and it's like kind of letting things move in a certain way so that like you guys gravitate to each other naturally, without all of this outside interference or like feelings for other people, or like it's like kind of just letting God guide you, guide them and guide you. So it's like God is guiding you guys closer together, though it might not seem that way. And I think that maybe like whatever this time is for you is necessary for other things to come to play, or to come into play, or for things to play out. It's like, things might feel like they're at a halt or a standstill, or, you may feel like you've done the work, you've been doing the work, and now all of a sudden it's like you feel like you're starting at zero, at ground zero, and like just starting over again. And it's like, it could be a place of like confusion, and that's because things are ending. Some cycles are ending, and some old things need to come up and out for good. Like things have to come out for good. Like up and out for good, because there's something new beginning. And this may not have been necessarily, it could have been on your radar, but not necessarily. It could have been something that was like, maybe, or it could be, but it didn't feel right, or it wasn't right because of like how things were in it. It just didn't make sense. It felt right, but didn't make sense, or it wasn't the right thing. And I feel like in the last reading, it was very specific to like people crossing boundaries and stepping over that line and putting themselves in a situation where it was like, they they compromised themselves, and now it's a time of healing because of the compromise. You know, that was more like karmic in relation, and more karmic in nature, but that situation, you know, will turn around. This is like not crossing the line, and because you didn't cross the line, you know, how to maneuver getting to that place without crossing the line. I hope that makes sense, because it's like, this is that one reading, the last reading. So if you didn't hear that reading, I would probably suggest just hearing that, because that might apply to some. And then this is very like, that was heavy, but this is like heavier, because it's like the similar story, just without, you know, certain boundaries being crossed, but things still unraveling and things still coming apart, but just in a more, just in a different way, just differently. Yeah, so we got, this one is like, this is, okay. So there was a time with you and this person that felt really good. It was like a honeymoon phase going on, right? And then that like dissolved, like that changed. And it's like, oh. Yeah. Because a decision has to be made right now. A decision has to be made, because this person is being patient, but in the inside they're like becoming impatient. And I think they feel like if they do what they're supposed to do and show God what they want, that it's their belief that God will allow it to happen for them if it's meant to be. So they're putting their faith in God. But this person also, like, they're trying to work through like their own, they're healing from their own stuff at the same time. Yeah, this is interesting. When I tell you, I really haven't even really, like, I got so much to get to in this reading, because it's like, you know, what I feel is like, you know, uncertainty on our end, on this end. So whoever I'm speaking to, there's a place of like feeling hurt by previous, you know, situations in your life, and not knowing if you should open yourself up to this, because you could potentially be hurt again, and being afraid of feeling that. And so, you know, I feel like this person knows what you've been through, and they don't want to hurt you. And that could be why they've pulled back, but they're also trying to get their life in order for you, for themselves, ultimately, you know, because this person is, you know, loving themselves, you know, and wanting to be better for themselves. But then, you know, they really see you in their future. They hope that you are where they land. But I do see some yeah, it's like this person had a certain approach. They had a certain approach, and that didn't work. Whatever that approach was didn't work. And it's like they realized they gotta flip the script. Like they can't come at you the way that they thought that they could. Because I feel like in they learned certain things. It's like you make them better, and they want to be better because of what you've shown them. Yeah, so before there was a envious, you know, deceptive type of energy going on. And so with that, I also see we have the Emperor in reverse. So abuse of power, stubbornness, lack of discipline, lack of control. So this person, was operating in they were operating in just the lower, they're changing, they're growing, but it's they're moving at a fast pace, but for them, they don't feel like they're moving fast enough. They're trying to catch on, and they're trying to get this. I don't know. It's interesting because what I feel is this things feel very natural for them, and I think that might feel confusing to them because it's kind of they didn't know that things could feel the way that they feel when it comes to you. But they're okay with that because now it's I understand. They're understanding things about themselves and maybe things that they weren't open to before, or maybe would have been if it was you before, but it wasn't. So it made things confusing to them, and now they have clarity of belief, clarity of understanding. I am my own authority. I have the will and the power to create my life structure. Yeah, and that's where they're at now. It's they understand certain things, because it's I also see the authority card in reverse. So there was they see themselves as that energy in your life, they know what they could be for you. They know what they want to be for you. And before, I think that they were abusing that, but it's I feel like they're like I said, a new approach, and they're going about it differently now. And so that's where the patience comes in for them. It's they feel what's for them will be for them, and what's for them will be for them at the right time. So it's interesting because I see. Okay, so ultimately this will lead to having to make a decision, but this time right now in between, before making the decision, is a time of healing and doing inner work or whatever on yourself, on ourselves right now, because this person is doing the same thing, whether you know it or not. They're becoming better. I think they just really want to see where this could go, where you could take them, and they're open to it. So though they are the authority, they're being more, they're changing, they're growing. All right, give it time. Everything in divine timing. Let things flow. Yeah, that's definitely the energy that I'm picking up on, to just let things flow, because this person is they're trying to manifest you into their life in a certain way, and they're putting it in God's hands to have it happen. And so things could have abruptly changed in your life, because maybe the universe is seeing that this person, because of, it's almost, this is really what I'm picking up on. It's this person's will and desire for you is so strong that they're becoming the emperor. Not in reverse, but upright. It's they want to be the emperor. They want to be that energy for you. They love you. And it's So maybe there was something else that would have happened, but this person wants to be with you so bad, and it's almost like they're wishing for this. They're being patient, but they're wishing for you. They're wishing for this to happen. Like that God will allow this to happen, and what they will be and what they will do if God allows this to happen. Like to get rid of other people or like remove them or whatever. Like I will be this. I will be that. I know what they need, kind of thing. This is interesting, huh? Yeah. So they're letting it flow. And I think you're being halted and slowed down so that you let things flow too. But there's this confusion of like, how could this happen? Or, you're not really like seeing them as that person for you because there's things in the way. Or it doesn't make sense. But I feel like the universe is going to make it make sense at some point, and then you'll have to make a decision about it once it's presented to you. Yeah, just breathe. And just breathe. Just breathe is this person is learning and understanding patience. I don't think that just breathe is for us. It's like, finding balance in reverse. They're trying to understand how this works, how manifestation works, and how spirituality, works. And they're trying to understand these things about themselves so that they can, obtain you. They want you in their life in a certain way. Man. Yeah, so they feel alone. They feel alone. They feel alone without you. And that might seem strange because they have people around them. They have people that care for them, but they feel alone without you. You represent something to them. You represent love to them. And so because of that, they want to show you love. So I see that, I see them moving on. Wow. I see them moving on. All right. That's interesting. So this person is controlling themselves. They're showing like self-restraint and control, but at the same time, they're letting their patience, their self-control, and this new way of being guide them to you. They're trying they're trying to reach you. I think that you could be in communication with them like energetically or telepathically, or that's something that they are trying to do. Like maybe they're like praying for you or talking to you. Like I feel like they hope that you hear them, that you know that they're there even though they're not physically there. Like I feel like they're trying to talk to you or communicate with you. You've really done a number on this person, whether you know it or not. Excuse me. Yeah, I just saw a listen in reverse. It just came out. Yeah, they want you to hear them. They're open to so much when it comes to this, and they're willing to risk it all for you. They're willing to change their life and risk it all for you. Yeah, that just came right back out again. That's something. Yeah, they want you to spread your wings and fly. They feel like they can really like help you and support you, and they just want to observe you and see you grow and become who you are. You touch this person in a certain way, like their heart. They feel safe with you, and that's something that's not necessarily familiar to them. There's just a sense of peace and safety and nurturing and understanding and protection, but they can't really be that right now. All right, so we have seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference. So I feel like in this particular reading, there was this seductive, passionate, dynamic going on, flirtatious, but there was no lines being crossed. Because of a third party, I feel like this person or you could have been in a relationship with someone, or your feelings are elsewhere for someone else, or their feelings are elsewhere for something. For whatever it is, there's outside energy that was in between this, and because of that, it didn't feel right. And I feel like if those outside energies weren't there, that it would probably be a go. But the thing is like, for whatever reason, that's there. And because it's there, certain decisions have to be made. Separation, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. Yeah, that's how they feel. They miss you, they're yearning for you, they want you, but there's certain things that need to be done that haven't been done, and because of that, things are like at a standstill. All right, be lighthearted, finding out things coming to light, adapt, change, heal. Yeah, so things will come to light in this situation. I feel like whatever's going on is the energy is so strong and too strong to just kind of sweep under the rug kind of thing. And I feel like it's more of like, I feel like this person feels so strongly about you that I really feel like they're like changing things that would not have been. But like, love is the ultimate power. If they love you that much and they're willing to do certain things or whatever, or be certain things, it's like, I feel like it's changing. It's changing things. It's like, if this person wasn't who you thought your twin flame was, right? This is for the twin flame dynamic. This person is like becoming the emperor. This person is becoming a divine masculine energy because they want to be that for you. They love you that much. And so, I did speak about, some things going on with the twin flame energy, and like detaching and letting that go. Because that person isn't ready, and like there's new energy coming in for those who that resonates with, or who that may like fit. And I say that because whoever this other energy is very like, it's a very like strong but gentle energy. It's a very like, I don't know, just very subtle but intense. And it's like, I don't really know exactly what their plan is or what they like want from you, but they just really love you. Like, that's the thing. It's like, all right, so I feel like, while being in solitude, but still reaching out to others and allowing them to be there, to allow friends to be there for you during this time, because this is the time of getting things out. So if you've been holding things in to yourself and like not sharing certain things, this is the time to like open up and share those things. Yeah. I'm seeing daydreams and decisions, right? So like the things that you think about, the things that you're holding in, sometimes what I've noticed, in order for certain things to manifest, they have to come out of your mouth and hit the air. And so if it's things that you're uncertain about or you're not sure about what direction to go in, sometimes just saying those things out loud and speaking to someone else about it, using someone else as a sounding board, like just to get it out and hear it. Sometimes it's not all about just like someone giving you advice, but just listening, and we can come to our own decision, or we can even listen to what their feedback is, but use that information, to help us, in making a decision. But there's definitely, I'm seeing making a decision is coming up. A decision, will need to be made. So it's kind of like allow this person in or cut them off, kind of thing. That's, it's like either this is going to be or it's not going to be at all. And I'm saying that from your end, from this end, whoever's listening to this reading, because it's like you don't want this person to just be open to you, and you don't want to lead them on. Like, if this is not what you want or who you want, but it's like, I feel like you do want them. They just feel like something forbidden, like a forbidden love, forbidden fruit. Yeah, so you're just at a place of like seeking the truth, but be open to embrace the new. Reach out to other people, friends. This is like a well-deserved situation. I feel like this person will share certain things with you that you don't know about them. Things that may have been like hidden, but just, this is interesting. All right, so this person wants to show you, they want to show you that they're dedicated to you. And I see, if you're open to them and you do want this, if you're open to a new love, that this will happen. This is definitely a spiritual union, and it could be for some that this was the backup, the backup plan. And I mean like before incarnating here, like this could have been why all along, and it could have been, yeah. For some, this could have been who all along. Trust in reverse. They know that you're different. They know that you know things. And they're trusting. They're trusting God and letting and you seeing and knowing. They know that you're intuitive. They know that you're intelligent. Yeah, this is a time for you to be patient with yourself and to go about this the right way so that you're prepared, you know. But if you're questioning it and you're not sure, you know, this could be the start of something very, very beautiful. And, you know, this could be something powerful. Third eye in reverse. This person is they're using spiritual means to reach you. This person, I think, is learning things about themselves and their power and how to use it, not in 3D ways, but like, you know, and they're using their higher self is coming in. Looking at photos, missing you, nostalgia. Make new memories. Wow, this is to me, what I feel like, to me, honestly, I feel like this person is the one. That's how I feel. When I feel into this energy, I feel like this person is the one. And they want to be the one at the same time. And they know that they're the one for you. They just want you to see that and know that. Yeah. Clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, power. Yeah, they want you to know that, to see those things and know that it's them. Take a risk. Hand of cards. Take a risk. Being strategic. Options. Not showing hand. Yeah, and they definitely are taking a gamble. They're willing to gamble in this, in the sense of like, they letting this play out. They're letting things just flow, and it's like if it's meant to be, it'll happen. That's how they're looking at this. There's like a confidence as well. All right, rest. Fear, anxiety, stress, feeling overwhelmed, mental overload, needing solitude, relaxation, rest, peace, and quiet. Sanctuary, meditation, regrouping, healing, hospitalization, introspection, planning for the future. Yeah, so I feel like this is in regards to the energy over here on our end, all of those things. You know, this is like a overwhelming shift, because I feel like this is kind of like coming out of nowhere, and whatever it is that's coming up to be faced, like I was mentioning at the beginning, for me, you know, there's certain things that I'm gonna have to, like, you know, deal with and face, right? And in that, you know, it's like it feels uncomfortable, because it's like I'm gonna have to address certain things, and it's like just making sure that I go about it the right way. All right, so we could be having a tower moment right now. So chaos, destruction, sudden upheaval, trauma, unexpected changes, disaster, loss, tragedy, revelations, confusion, pain, divorce, abuse, violence, bankruptcy, natural disaster. I surrendered to the storm. Yeah, this is a time of surrender. You know, this feels uncomfortable right now. And, you know, it really does. This is very, like, uncomfortable energy for sure. But I also see the world. Success, achievement, success, achievement, accomplishment, travel, completion, fulfillment, sense of belonging, wholeness. And I think that's, for me, I think that's what I'm understanding about this situation for me. It's like, I'm really good at helping others. I'm really good at being there for others. And, you know, um, I do feel loved, and I love myself, and I feel whole. But it's like, there's, when it comes to like relationship or, closeness or affection and all of that stuff, I realize that those are, companionship. Those are things that I miss. And it's like, I feel like, I don't know what's going on in the sense of, it's like, I guess when like people see certain things about you, they want to, help out, I guess. They feel like, you could be with someone, or they might have someone in mind or whatever. And I just feel that like, I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. Yeah, so I see unconditional love, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. Yeah, this person wants that. They know that you're a lover. They know that you love. And they want to give you love, and they want to receive love from you. I just said affection. Wow. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, this always happens. Yeah, this person wants to show you affection and love. They want to be close to you, in a certain way. You make them feel vulnerable in that way. And they want you to fall in love. I also see breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, and abandonment. So when I see this, this makes me think of, if you're in a relationship with someone, or if you still have sick feelings, or are still in love with someone else, that there could be a breakup that needs to happen, or a separation for them, or a breakup for them, that the pattern would have to stop. Like, whatever is going on would have to change in order for things to move on, which is different from the last reading, as I mentioned earlier. So it's like, the silent treatment could be, happening because, things aren't right now. It's not where it can't happen the way that it is right now. And so there could be a sense of abandonment. I know I mentioned earlier, this person feels alone without you. Unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. Yeah, and I feel like we have to have those things within ourselves. Unconditional love for ourselves, self-love, a sense of oneness, treating ourselves well, taking care of ourselves, pouring into ourselves. And then you will have, it will be a sense of oneness and, attracting passion and affection and attraction. You will attract those things. Those things will happen. So this could be a time of just, healing and self-love, and like things that we might have felt like we already healed, but this is like ongoing. New energies can come into your life and reveal and show things that need to be seen and felt, that you may have thought that you have, healed from or moved on from, or they weren't a concern anymore. And then there's always a test. Okay. Yeah, so we have to choose wisely. That's the overall of what I'm getting from this reading, is just to be open, but still, take your time and, work through these challenges, And if you believe in this, if this is something that you want, because they want it too, it just has to happen the right way. So if you believe, you will succeed. You will achieve. Okay, so I feel like, this person is falling back from that position of like trying to control the situation, and they're letting you take the lead in the sense of like, if you see them, they want you to see them and come to them and know that it's them on your own without it being like forced, or like they feel like they've shown you who they are. And the interesting thing is that you both already know the truth, whether it's being revealed or, talked about or whatever. You both know the truth of what's happening, whether you acknowledge it or not. Foundation and achievement. Yeah. This is, if done properly, this could be the start of something really, really amazing. Meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted. Friendship. Yeah, I feel like when that time comes, when this conversation is had, when you guys put everything out there, there'll be a sense of relief and, closeness and openness, which will allow things to develop into something more. I know I mentioned friendship earlier, so that could be in regards to just like, talking to friends, sharing what you're feeling, being open, because I also see it again, actually, friendship card again. Yeah, okay, so this is in regards to friends. This is in regards to friends, because friendship, reunions, celebrations, parties, socializing, gatherings, indulgence, festivals, festivities, gatherings, happiness, wedding, engagement, party, graduation, baby shower, happy times. Okay, so, so you could be going to a wedding or a baby shower or something like that. And I'm saying that because I saw that earlier, about a wedding. And it's like, you might run into them at a wedding. You might run into them at a baby shower or something that has to do with love or family. And seeing them and being in that setting, it's like, I really could see myself having this with them. I really see us having a life together kind of thing. If you feel that you're seeing that person as your person and that happening, and you might not run into them at a place like that. You might be at a wedding and think and feel that person comes to mind. Or at a baby shower and thinking about, the idea of having a family or, having children with them. Wow, this keeps coming up. This is interesting. Something about being with friends and friendship and friends right now. Friends, because this card came up. Time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. Yeah, so, I feel like after this time of solitude, but solitude just to gather yourself, then go to the people that you love and trust, friends, speak to them, talk to them, be open with them, allow them to help you navigate through this. And in doing that, things will turn around and you will come to a healthy, clear decision about how to do this. You don't have to go it alone. And then, in moving forward, things will make sense. So so right now it's feeling alone and like, dealing with this alone. So it's like defeat, surrender, walking away, self-sacrifice, self-sabotaging behavior, underhanded behavior, deception, lack of communication, aggression, bullying, intimidation, abuse, violence, crime, rape, murder, assault. My goodness. Yeah, so we want to we want to focus on, this is interesting. You know why? First, when I first read this, so in healing, these could have been some of the things that we need to heal through and from and being open about. So if we experienced, violence or abuse, certain types of abuse or bullying, or maybe have been raped, or assaulted, like things that have happened in the past that maybe no one knows about, opening up and sharing about those things and healing through those things, I feel is important and necessary right now. So that's what I'm getting from that, for sure. Okay, so we're almost done. I just had a little slight interruption, but we're almost done with this reading. All right, so we have culmination. Okay, this is interesting. Culmination, unexpected financial windfall, lump sum, will, deeds, trust funds, inheritance, solid foundations, privilege, inherited issues, ancestry, family home, business, responsibilities, values, support, issues, riches, old money, affluence. So what's interesting is that, like, this stuff sounds like positive things, but then it's like inherited issues or issues. So, I mentioned a few videos ago about like our relationship with money. Maybe knowing people that are like in business and like being open to like talking to them, or exploring more into like business opportunities or certain endeavors that you may have contemplated but didn't build out. It's like now is the time to like really do that. So I feel like that could be tied in and associated with that. Because we also have abundance. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude, bliss. So it's like, I feel like taking the time for ourselves, being at a place of peace and, being comfortable. It's like, I feel like with whatever this energy is, that's coming in from this other person, it's like I see a certain type of life, a certain type of life, and it's like some of those old things that may have felt uncomfortable in your life, like a job that you don't like, that you hate, and but it pays the bills, and I have to, whatever the situation is, it's like this is the time to become lighter, to allow certain changes to happen, and feeling better about yourself, feeling better about your life, and then allowing this new energy to come in and things just kind of just flow a certain way, and having a sense of just stability and peace and clarity and love, and it's kind of like everything just kind of like happening for you in a certain way, and that's kind of how I'm seeing this. Like it's like certain things might be coming apart or happening in a certain way, and it feels uncomfortable, but this is for you. This is for us, to become better, to have the life that we desire and that we also deserve. And sometimes it can be uncomfortable to get to that place. And I want to say that that's okay because that's part of the process, but it doesn't feel okay while it's happening. It may not be okay. So, I just want to encourage to just stay open as always. And, just know. Oh, wow. Okay, hold on. I see. We have, we have marriage in reverse, unhappy home, family life, dysfunctional family, broken home, lack of security / stability. So you could be in a marriage where things are like, uncomfortable or whatever it could be, or they could be in that situation. And it kind of just all ties into just things coming apart. You could be just in a relationship or in love with someone else, or, just not open to the idea of love, but be single. Like, there's a lot that could be there. So, so take, what resonates and leave the rest. But we also have choice, the choice card. 2 paths. Decisions, options, planning. Grass is always greener on the other side. We have deciding to stay or go, waiting, anticipation, restlessness, detachment, withdrawal, wanderlust. Yeah, so that could be, that could tie into that marriage situation, someone being like, it could be a lot of like, I just want to get this done. I just want to, wow, that just popped right back out. The marriage card just came right back out. I think they see probably that with you, because that's interesting because it just came right back out. That's right. Maybe you wish you were married to them, or you should have married them, or they wish they were married to you, or they could see marriage with you. All right, so I'm gonna close with the Soul Truth card. This should be interesting. Let's see what comes out today. Yeah, so while I'm going through these, this was an interesting, reading. I hope it was helpful. Some of that I definitely can identify with, and we'll just do what we got to do, right? All right, let's see. What do I resist feeling right now? Okay. What do I resist feeling right now? We have to feel it to heal it. Wow, okay. We have to feel it to heal it. In order to let go of pain, we first have to honor its existence. Emotions are like waves. Some are soft, some are fierce, some are layered, and some will sweep you off your feet. When we allow ourselves to feel it all, we can then release what no longer serves us. Today's soul action. Allow yourself to feel this wave. Let it move through you. No matter how long it lasts, then release it back into the ocean. Feel it, heal it, enjoy the sweet freedom within your soul. Wow. Okay. All right. I heard that loud and clear. I'm definitely gonna, wow. Okay. So, yeah, I hope this was helpful. These readings are always helpful for me, so I hope I help someone today as well. You know, I know it's difficult, but you know, as I always state, just stay open. Stay open, stay open, stay open, loving hearts. Until we meet again.
If you enjoyed your time here with us, let's make this thing official. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. You can also find me on Instagram at True Healing Love Doctor, as well as TrueHealingLoveDoctor.com, where you can find all of our products and services. Until next time, stay open, loving hearts. More will be revealed later.